My name is Hillary Majewski, and today I will be discussing rational ignorance and rational irrationality. I hope to make these two concepts easier to understand by defining each term and providing simple examples. What is rational ignorance? Rational ignorance was a term coined in 1957 by Anthony Downs in his book An Economic Theory of Democracy. Rational ignorance is defined as a deliberate choice of a person to not acquire information because the cost in terms of time and effort yields little or no benefit. Rational ignorance is extremely common in elections. If a voter is rationally ignorant, they are more likely to believe low quality, unreliable, or potentially biased information. Rational ignorance can be demonstrated in a simple example. If a voter has to choose between two political candidates, but knows nothing about either candidate and chooses not to do any research, they are being rationally ignorant. Most voters believe that their vote will not make a difference in an overall election, and therefore they don't want to put forth the effort to understand either candidate. They believe that the benefits are not outweighing the cost of the time to try and find the information. What is rational irrationality? Rational irrationality is a term that was coined in 2001 by Brian Kaplan in his book The Myth of the Rational Voter. Rational irrationality is a theory that Kaplan popularized in order to try and explain widespread irrational behavior. For someone to be rationally irrational, the cost of irrationality must be low. Rational irrationality is not when someone believes something they know to be false, but rather when they stop putting in the intellectual effort to obtain information. When someone is being rationally irrational, they are more likely to believe false information. Rational irrationality is common in politics, much like with rational ignorance, because a voter who is rationally irrational is likely to be influenced in a political situation because they don't feel putting in the intellectual effort will have any benefits. While rational ignorance and rational irrationality may sound similar, there is an easy way to tell them apart. People who are rationally ignorant are likely to believe false information. People who are rationally irrational, while they may sometimes believe things that are false, they don't believe things that they know to be false.